What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of It's Clobberin time! And this time around we are playing Mortal Kombat Armageddon on the PS2. It was also on Xbox and the Wii. Yeah, I don't think it was on the GameCube. No, I think at this time it was the Wii that was out. Anyways, let's get into what would say be it's the last Midway Mortal Kombat game, because after this one, Midway would be bought, or I don't know if they were bought or if they went out of business, because then after that it was whatchamacallit, WB bought NetherRealm Studios, which was the creators of Mortal Kombat. Pretty much. So, but let's get into it, because this is the biggest Mortal Kombat to date so far, with the most characters and all that good stuff in there. For the time, this was the game that had the biggest roster for a fighting game, because now Smash Ultimate holds that record with like 80 some odd, almost like 90 some odd characters now. Almost 100 characters for that game. But this one, at the time, for the PS2, the Xbox, and the Wii, it was the biggest fighting game there was. And also the shittiest of the Mortal Kombat series. What's cool about this is... Oh wait, I just forgot. Shaolin Monks might have been Midway's last game. Or did they do this before Armageddon? No, I think they did Shaolin Monks after Armageddon. But, cool thing about this, Armageddon had a story mode in it where it's the same, let's just put it this way, it's the same gameplay as Shaolin Monks, but shitty. It was like essentially like the prototype for Shaolin Monks, I believe. And then we got Shaolin Monks, which is an awesome one. But yeah, that was the story mode instead, how it was in Deception, where you walked around as Shijinko, trained with certain masters, unlock chests and stuff like that. I mean, they still have chests and stuff, but this one is more like it's a beat 'em up, more so. But when you get to important characters, then you'll actually enter like the fighting game part of the game, sort of like standard Mortal Kombat. Like, let's say if you interact with Sub-Zero and he wants to fight, you'll actually go into the fighting format, compared to all these other lesser people. You just fight them in the beat 'em up style of the game. But yeah, there's so much stuff that's wrong with this game. One cool feature was the create a fighter. I believe it was the first time, or did Deception have it? I think Deception might have had it. I'm not sure. Who knows? Even Deadly Alliance might have had it. But that was one of the cool features for this, because they added a lot more stuff to it. The shitty thing about this game was just the gameplay in general was really shitty. But I mean, we ate it up because it was the newest Mortal Kombat game. But compared to what they did later on, you were like, oh yeah, Armageddon's trash. And then compare it to the other two that they did before, Deception and Deadly Alliance, you were like, oh yeah, for sure Armageddon's trash. It's cool that we have all these people, but that game is trash, for sure. Another shitty thing that they did. Oh yeah, that's right. Pretty much create a fatality. It was not a mode like Creative Fighter where you go in and customize the fighter. This was not, customize your own fatality or anything like that. No. This was, you would do the fatality, and you would just go in there and do a whole bunch of button presses while this timer went down, and and you would just combo like fatalities, like break a dude's neck, break his arm, and shit like that. There was like, I don't think anybody had their own. Yeah, I don't think anybody had their own fatalities. I think this is the one game that did not have fatalities of their own. But yeah, that was one of the biggest gripes for people. Is like, really, where's all their favorite fatalities and stuff like that? And since they had so many characters in this game, one of the key aspects that they had to take away from this game was, in the previous one, each fighter had 2 fighting styles and then a weapon style. In this one, it went down to 1 fighting style and 1 weapon style for each character. Probably to save on memory, but what it was is they took a lot of the fighting styles that other fighters had and just gave them to the other fighters. It's like, okay, let's go to Sub-Zero, for instance. Let's take one of his fighting styles and we'll give it to, I don't know, give it to Reptile or some shit like that, and then come up with their weapon style essentially. But most of them already had their weapon styles from previous games, and then all the characters that were not in the last 2 previous games, Deadly Alliance and Deception, they had to come up with what they would be fighting with and what their fighting styles would be. So, is it a good game? Yeah, it's okay. Story mode's probably the only one to really play through. And then if you get a chance to Motor Kombat, which is their Mario Kart knockoff, is on this as well. I recommend playing that. Don't expect Mario Kart. It's like a Mario Kart clone, but just don't go and expecting like, oh, this is gonna be like Mario Kart. No, don't expect that. Please don't expect that. Just expect something Mortal Kombat related to Mario Kart. It's Mario Kart meets Mortal Kombat essentially. Don't expect for like fatalities or some shit like that. Don't expect any of that, because you're probably not gonna get it. But yeah, that's pretty much Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Nothing really interesting besides all the stuff I pretty much looked at, guys. It's not a very good game, but it's also not a very bad game. It's like in between. It's good and it's bad. So, but anyways, guys, this has been an episode of It's Clobberin Time, and we were playing Mortal Kombat Armageddon Retro out.
Round 1. Fight! Wins. Round 2. Fight! Finish him. Katana wins. Sub-Zero. Round 1. Fight! Katana wins. Round 2. Fight! Sub-Zero wins. Round 3. Fight! Finish him! Kitana.